Hello and welcome to Polly's Pretties. This is our Wednesday Live. Let me go ahead and type our welcomes here in the box and get it out of the way. I know I'm early, but I thought we could spend a little time here. Okay, so there's our welcomes. All right. So I wanted to tell you guys a funny little story. What is that doing? Okay, there we go. A funny little story. If I can get everybody in here. Okay, let me get this out of the way in case I need to get into this stuff. So tonight what we're going to do is I have a scrapbook layout planned. And I'm going to be using things from the Love RTS group that I was part of for a while that did swapping of embellishments. It has now changed, and there is Ginger's Corner, and it's a swapping group. And it is ran by Ginger Bush, which is a lovely lady who really, really works well with everybody. I don't think you could help but love Ginger. So, and I've met a lot of wonderful people through the old group. I'm hoping now that I'm back into the swapping, I'll meet a lot of lovely, wonderful people through the new group. And the funny thing is, one of the swaps that I'm that I'm signed up to be in, my captain is somebody that I watch on YouTube. I thought that was kind of neat. So, but I had some of these type of envelopes sitting around where they had some of my old swaps from therein. Two of them were Christmas. One layout I've already done and put away. The second layout, though, I thought I'd bring you guys on a journey with me. And this is a summer layout, so it may sit for a minute or two until I get just the right kind of pictures I want to go with it. In the swaps, if it's a mini swap, that is, you send for similar. They can be different colored, but they're supposed to be similar embellishments, and you get back 4. If it's the larger main swap, I believe that it's 10 you send in and you get 10 back. I'm also doing one of the die cut swaps, which is you send 10 to your partner and your partner sends you 10. So I talked to my partner just this morning, which was fun, and I already have her die cuts in the mail. So yeah, we're ready to roll with that too. That makes three swaps that I've taken part in so far, and I have a whole clipboard up there of ones that I want to do. So yeah, I'm excited. Can you tell? And I know, like I said, I know I'm really early, and I don't really want to start the scrapbooking processing yet because I don't think it'll take long because it's all laid out really. And I've got all my tapes and glues and different odd things around me. So I don't think it'll take too long. I mean, I could be wrong, but so for Mother's Day, I did want to show you how some of the stuff. I know I showed it in the hall, but I'll show it anyway because I thought it was fun. So I didn't get that. That was one from a different time. Okay, I did get this. This was July 4th Gnomes, and it is from Globeland, as you can see. And then I got a Christmas one. I know it's not Christmas, but this was on a good deal and I wasn't passing it up. So I got the little reindeer and sweaters and different little Christmas elements. And then I got a little window. I kind of had hoped this was bigger to use with my Prima dolls, but I'll use it anyway. And then I got a little table and chairs, and this I really hoped was bigger. But that's all the bigger it came. So I'll find a way to use it anyway. Birthday candles, which I've already used to make a card. Balloons, I've already used to make a card. Wreaths, I've already used to make a card. Happy birthday word, I used to make a card. And then these were supposed to be 3mm little, I don't know if you can see them, like pearls. And I thought I could use those on some of my flat mail swaps because they're small. So that's that. Now, most of you have seen the cards that I've been making, and I've been trying to challenge myself lately with a little bit more oomph, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and re-show, however you say it, the cards. There's this one, which I had never done one with, like, coloring the stuff and then cutting it out like that. And these are bigger size. They're not your normal size. And then the inside is just plain. And the back side just says handmade with love. Then I also did, and this was with my ladybug layout, a note to say hello And all the ladybugs on here are handmade. Then it's, of course, a bigger card also. Then you have a green panel inside to write on and a little ladybug on it. Then for May 4th, I did Star Wars, obviously. And I did a paint splatter background, cut out a TIE. Is that a TIE or an X-Wing? I don't remember. One of the fighter ships. And then the May the Force be with you on the inside, white panel. And I know I should know my ships, but I don't. Then this ship I do know. This was another May the 4th card, and this is the Millennium Falcon. This is May the Force be with you. Did a splatter background and white insert. Then this one I did just show how you could use the clusters I was making, especially those blue ones. So I did a blue card. Then I did the white panel where I put it through an embossing folder. There you go. Now you can see it. And the little tag there says, happiness is a cup of tea. And there's tea elements on my cluster. And then when you open it up, white panel. Then the last card I have to show you is the newest one I've made. And this is a black card. It was my first time making a black card. Not so sure that I hate it, but not so sure I'm okay with it either. So it's got the birthday balloons, it's got the birthday candles. You open it up. Here's where the wreath and the happy birthday are, and a white panel to write whatever you need to. So those are the cards I've made. And then I also had one that was a circle card that I give to my husband, and I can't get it back because it was his. So that is that. That is that. And then as soon as my last swap comes in from Polly's Pretties group, I will show you what we've done in there for this month. I hosted 3 swaps this month. I've got 2 of them back already. I'm just waiting on a third one to come in. And then I, like I said, have 3 swaps in with Ginger's Corner, so I'll show you those also to help keep you updated, and maybe it'll interest you and you'll want to join. So Polly's Pretties Facebook group is growing slowly but surely. My Instagram is bigger. I'm hoping this YouTube channel will grow this year. I'd like to hit at least 700 by the end of the year. I don't know if we'll accomplish it because we haven't even hit 500. I've been here like 3-4 years. But I'm hoping we'll hit that 700 mark before the end of the year. That way, going into next year, we can try to push through to that 1,000 mark. Because when we hit 500, and it's 500 steady, not 500 just here because, but 500 who are actually steady and stay, I want to do a giveaway. The way I plan to probably do my giveaways is 500, then nothing else till 1,000, then nothing till 1,500. That way, it's not that I'm giving away all the time. So, on each giveaway, I plan to give away something different. It won't be just the same stuff all the time. So, that is how that goes. But I'll wait a few minutes, let everybody get a drink, let everybody do their bathrooms if they need to, or, tell everybody, hey, I'm watching a show, seeing a few. However you do it. That way you can be ready to do what we're going to do. This layout is pretty easy, pretty simple. I didn't really go crazy with it. And I've got my double set of tape. I've got my tape runner. I've got my photo corners. I've got all of it just laid out right here. So it is a 2-page layout. And the one I finished was a 2-page layout. And I'm trying to make them each completely different so that they'll be Christmas, but they won't actually resemble each other. The one I finished was a red and black layout with that red and black buffalo plaid. I thought it was really pretty. I love that. And I did pictures of me when I was at home in West Virginia during Christmas. This is pictures of my kids and my hubby during Christmas here in Pennsylvania. And I want to get them scrapbooked because they've been in the box for too long. So that's what I figured we would do, is go ahead and get them scrapbooked in. So I'll bring you down. I'll start showing you what I've got planned, and then we can put it together because it may not always go together exactly the way you have it planned. Okay, let me get my hand out of the way. So I've got some little elements over here, and like I said, these are embellishments. Not all of them were made by me. Some of them were. But I want to give credit where credit is due to the ladies who made them, or gentlemen, in case there's gentlemen. And I wanted to go ahead and get this on the page. So let me go ahead. I know I want to run my green down the sides like I have it. I'm going to pull these two photos so I can roll this green one down. And I think I'm going to use my double side stick tape here just to go ahead because I want to use these two up. They don't have much on them. So I figured why not. There. It's a long way down to the bottom on these. Okay. There. Now. I was watching Shannon Keith, who is actually one of my team captains, today on YouTube. She made a beautiful, beautiful scrapbook layout. And oh, I'm telling you, so beautiful. It makes me want to pull my Prima dolls out and start using them in my scrapbook. I'm seriously contemplating it. She made just a beautiful layout. I don't want to butcher it, but I think it was maybe turquoise and teal was the layout. It was really beautiful. So, all right, let me get my fingers out sticky and try to get this all the way over to the side. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this other green one on now. So I'm just going to slide this. I'm going to shift what I have on this green panel over and shift my paper just a minute till I get this down. But this might give you ideas on how to use random embellishments that are for the same season, but aren't necessarily from the same paper pack or from the same embellishment pack or what have you. And I think that these are fun ways to do them. So, there. There we are. But I thought this would be a different way. I haven't done like this kind of layout before, where I've put different panels along the side like this. Okay. And like I said, we're just going to slowly put things back in where they were. And then, now I can, okay, let me see. I think I'm going to put this in next. So, I think my tape runner might be the best bet for this. This has no tell of who it's from, which is kind of sad. I'd like to know, because I like to give credit to the ladies who make these things, or gentlemen. Like I said, could be a gentleman, you never know. So I do like to give credit. Plus, some of these are really beautiful, like really beautiful. Like, you can tell that there was a lot of work put into it. Okay. If I could only find me some non-stick fingers, I'd be all right. Okay. I think I have enough to make it stay where it's going to go. So it's going to kind of be my centered title for right here, which gets that put down in place now. All right. Let me close this up. All right. Now I think we're going to put some of the pictures down. So we'll go ahead and start with this one. Ooh. And that's why I said I wanted to use this bit first instead of opening one of my new ones. So that's all right, though, because I had planned on it running out. So that's okay. Hello, Marlene. How are you, dear? I am happy scrapbooking tonight. The reason I say happy is this is Christmas time here in Pennsylvania with my family. So it's a lot of pictures of my kids, obviously. And then, of course, there's one of the handsome hubster. So Let me get him just so. Okay. Because I don't want him to eat my title. It's not funny. You don't want your husband to eat your title on your scrapbook page. Uh-oh. That's Goopy Oop. All right. Well, bye. Well, that's one finished. Yay, we finished one. Okay. All right. Where's the end of this guy? Maybe. There it is. Ahaha. I did one scrapbook layout today. It was me when I was younger living at home in West Virginia. I had fun with it. What I'm doing here is using up some of my older embellishments I had from the Love RTS group, which is no longer Love RTS. It actually has changed. It is now Ginger's Corner on Facebook. And they're just amazing. Oh, wow. That's cool. I would be excited too. Tomorrow I get to go see the lovely doctor and get a shot. Yay. But it helps keep me healthier, so hey, whatever it takes. Okay, now I think I'm going to use my tape runner on this guy. So this is one of the little embellishments that I had sent in for this swap. And it says Joy. You can hardly see it. The way the glitter shines off, but yeah, I made those I cut them out and I stamped them, cut them out in the whole 9 yards. That's what I'm talking about by Love RTS, aka now Ginger's Corner. You can make any kind of cute embellishments that follow the theme. And as I go through, the Merry Christmas title here was made by someone in the group. I don't know who, because unfortunately, it didn't leave me their name. So I can't give them credit. I just have to say someone in the group, which I don't like doing. I'd rather give the person credit for their work. But I wanted to use up the last of, or at least the last of the ones I could, of my Love RTS ones, because I have 3 new swaps away already for Ginger's Corner. One was May, anything with flowers for May, which obviously you know I'm all about that. And then the second one was no tools, which meant you couldn't use any dies, any die cut machines, any punches, nothing like that. It had to be strictly out of your head. I think mine sucked, sadly, compared to what I've seen. So we'll see how that goes. And then the third one, which I just sent out today, was a die cut swap between person to person. Okay, this one does have a name. Good. Okay, good. Then I'll know who those are from. All right. But I just sent it away. I'm also going to be showing some Polly's Pretty swaps when I get the last one in. I've got the first 2 in already, and they're wonderful. They are. And then I hope to get the third one in this week. Hopefully. I hope. And then I'll be able to show those as well to show you, because Polly's Pretties, believe it or not, is actually growing. It is not the weak little group that it used to be. It is actually growing. Now if we'll get more swappers, I don't know. I'm hoping. Because that would be amazing. So we'll see how that goes. But this is me scrapbooking my family. Of course, they were obviously a lot younger then. I'm going to leave that just loose there for now, because I want to put her name on my little journal card here. Now, this one kind of got all junked up for some reason. Anyway, we're going to work on this side now. So I'm going to pull this off, because I got to, so I can put down my main piece there. And then we'll come back in and put it back. I'm going to use this time, because I finished off both of the... maybe I am. No, I'm not, because I ran out of that too. Well, hoo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's a good thing I have another one right here. All right. Boom. And off to the races we go. Okay. So. I got a funny story to tell you, Marlene. on that hubby of mine. Isn't that always funny when it comes to him? So I was asking him today, because we've been together a good long time. 26 years and counting. That to me, it's a long time. I don't know if it would to everybody, but it just does to me. It's one of those things that I kind of have to go, okay, we've been together that long, really? Okay. So I had asked him today, just in curiosity's sake, right? Why he stayed all these years, right? Because sometimes it's nice to know what your partner's thinking. Thank you. Yes. I'm very glad we've held the road, shall I say. I think it was important that we did. I really do. But I asked him point blank, why'd you stay, right? Because he's had opportunities. He could have left. He didn't have to stay. And so I was honest with him about it. Why did you stay? 26 years worth of being with me, 26 years worth of I put that on backwards. Oh, well. That one can stay. I forgot. I have to go this way because they don't peel off. Anyway, that's what I get for, yeah. So I'd ask him, why did you stay? What made you remain here? What made you stay here? And so I had said to him, I just kind of want to know. It's not to start a fight or anything weird like that. It's just so that I know you're thinking, right? And he says to me, he very plainly, clearly says to me, well, I stayed because I love you and I stayed because I wanted to, but I also stayed because you told me to leave. Which is true. When I started getting really sick, I told him to leave, that he could do better, that he could find better, that he could probably be happier, elsewhere. Because it's not fun to take care of a sick person. Okay, I don't care who you're talking about. It's not fun. Okay, and I knew that. Wait a minute, is this by the same person this one is? Yes. Okay, so I can put one of these down. Anyway, so I'll put this guy down. So I was saying to him, well, you could have left at any time, right? And he's like, well, I probably could have. He's like, but why? Yeah. I was like, wrong response. Good timing. Wrong response though. And so I was picking on him and I said, you know, I said, the thing is, okay, that has a name too. I said, 26 years is a long time to stay just because I told you to leave. Right. Okay. That's a long time to stay when somebody told you to get out. That you could do better for yourself. And so I was laughing about it, right? And so I said to him, I said, so in other words, you're just defiant as all heck, and that's why you stayed. And he's like, yeah, kinda. I was like, oh, okay, now I understand. I said, well, what about the next 26 years, right? Because if it's only defiance, by the time you get older, you're supposed to get out of that. He's like, no. So I guess we're okay. But I'm glad he stayed. I'm glad he's here. Rotten and all, I'm glad. Okay. But I just thought that was kind of a funny little story about why he stayed. You know? You never know. There we go. Okay. Well, maybe. Well, I thought. There we go. Okay. But I thought that was kind of an amusing little story to share. That he stayed to be defiant. 26 years ago, he stayed to be defiant. Now he's staying because, well, I guess he wants to. Aren't we a rotten bunch? Okay. So, did I? Yeah, okay. Don't want to pull it up if I put it down. Okay, let me try this. Okay, take your time, Marlene. Wait, this ought to be a fun one here. Eesh. I pray I don't tear this up. Ooh, come on now. Okay, I think that will be enough to hold it right there. Yes, okay. Boy, that just says Kim. I don't know. Okay, so I better start writing in who made what, or I will forget, because I know me. Okay. Okay, that's that one. This one is come on now. And then you put your thumb on it, Polly. Okay, that way everybody gets credit for what they created. Move that. Let me see. I need this first. It goes right there. And this one was next. It goes, oh boy. Let's go like that. Okay. Now, I need this one. And he gets to go right up there. And then I can pull my little tiny ones over. And we can, whoa, maybe. And we can place them. I'm not going to use that because I don't need to. Let's see, a bell. A bell might actually look good. Let me move this. And this over here. Let's bring this one down again. Yeah, I think I want to put the bell in here. Oh, good. Okay, it's paperback. Thank heavens. Okay. Okay, so I think I'll do the bell this way. Excuse me. Okay, there's 4. And welcome back, no problem. Things happen. I'm trying to get these last little bits on here. I think that one would go cute right there. Yeah, that finished that page off just perfect. All right, now we got 2 more little bits. I think they'll be pretty perfect. We're gonna cattywampus that one. And then this one ought to be fun, so I'm gonna bring it over to the silicone mat so I can clean it up easy. Okay. This one will go here. Boy, that made a pretty layout, I think. Let me get my runner closed back up. I don't think we want glue everywhere. I mean, we might, but not right at this second. And then I will bring these back over. And with my journaling box and everything, I don't think they turned out bad. Now, like I said, this one, these, this, these, and that all came in the swap. These were the ones I sent in for the swap. And that was back when it was Love RTS. Now it is Ginger's Corner. But this was a mini swap. That's what the 4 ones send in are, is the mini swaps. Let me bring you up a minute here. Hi. The mini swaps, you send in 4 embellishments that are very similar, that are flat as you can make them and still give them, some kind of look to them. And then you get 4 back when your team gets all theirs in. And each person is given a team, like say you're doing someone, your team name might be Sunshine. Excuse me. And they would send in summer theme embellishments that you made, keeping with the flat idea. These, like I said, was for Christmas, and I did 2 different teams. There was wreath, and then there was gifts. Wreath is already put away on another scrapbook layout I did. This is now this one. So you get to see lovely pictures of my little ones when they were little. But these are the 2 pages we did tonight. And it just goes to show you don't have to use the same embellishments from the same package or the same collection. You can mix and match. And sometimes mixing and matching, I think, gives you a better look. So this is this layout. And this, I think, turned out beautiful. I love this. I'm so glad I did this. But that finished up my 2 Christmas ones. I do have one more left I can show you right here. This is from the old one, not the new groups. The new groups, I haven't got anything back yet. I'm just now getting going again. Again, there's things like this that people cut out, and they, when I lose everything, that they use like glossy accents, or what's the other one? I can't think of what the other one is now. You could use Mod Podge or different things to seal these. And these might be just paper accent pieces that you could use. And this, of course, is a summer swap here that I haven't got put done yet. But this was one of the summer ones I was on a team for. This is one set is this lady. And you can send, like, say you have a stamp set, you want to send the whole set, you can. That can be your one. There's that. But you have to make 4 of it. Here's a chair. So Shannon Keith made that. Okay, so Shannon Keith made this. I didn't know that. Well. And then there's Summer in the Sand here, and this was made by Saray, I think is how you say her name. And then here's another one made by Saray. And then here's a bigger one. This is made by Linda Holt. My light doesn't view words very well. And then here's one where it went with like the fish and stuff that was all glossied up. And this is Heidi, I think is the woman's name. It's hard to really read. And then as a little special thing, I got gifted this, which is a sandcastle border. And I thought that was totally cute. I really did. I just, I don't know. I love stuff like this. And I love seeing what everyone makes. So the fact that this came like this, I do want to use it. I do want to get, I just sent out a sandcastle today in my die cut swap, which is funny. Looking at this, I didn't realize that sandcastle was in there, but I did. I sent out a sandcastle today in the new swap that I have. That's the die cuts. Yes, die cuts. I have to stop and think because, like I said, I have this is my brain. This is my portable brain right here, guys. Um, these three here on the front on this little piece were for my group. All of this, all of this, all of this, all are for Ginger's Corner because I'm really stoked about swapping again. I couldn't for a while, and now, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. So I'm totally now. That's not all in 1 month. That's over time. Those swaps. My three were this month, and then I have I think four, which means think I have one more in Ginger's Corner for this month, and then I'll have I think 3 or 4 next month, and then 3 or 4 the next month, and I think she went all the way through August. I don't do that because my life is just no. I can't do that. I want to say August. Yeah, she went all the way through August with her group. Um, but I would like to do that, but not the way my life is. I can't go ahead and do that many in advance. But I do plan to put up now that my group should have their last one coming. It should be in the mail to me. I want to put up the ones for next month for June. So people can kind of decide whether they want to join, not join, see who's actually active in the group and see who isn't. One of ours, though, this month in Polly's Pretties was a pink ATC. You could do anything as long as it was pink. And ATCs are just artist trading cards. They're one of the. I have them right here. Why am I? Okay, don't take this to heart because these aren't done. This would be an artist trading card, just one of these for a pocket letter, and then you decorate it up in whatever the theme is. But we had a pink ATC, which I have that one back. We did a washi tape swap, which was washi samples. I have that one back. And we did stamped images. That's the one I'm waiting on. So, for my group. Next month, I think we may do. Well, we're definitely going to do some different ones, but I also think I might do some challenges next month for coloring for anybody who might be interested. So, I also am thinking about putting up a scavenger hunt for coloring and crafting, one for each, on Instagram for next month for June. The scavenger hunts are neat. My book is kind of buried. Anyway, for coloring scavenger hunts, you would find say okay, let me think of June. Holy Moses. One of the things that you might put on June is a pool. Okay, it's warm. Everybody wants to get cool. So maybe in June, what I put on one of the coloring book scavenger things is color a page that has a pool. So you could color the pool page. And then you take a picture of it on Instagram, send it, link me and everything and put what challenge it is. And then there you go. Or I might say ice cream. Any ice cream. Or I could say bathing suit. Just little odd things like that. And then you take you color it up and then you send the picture with my name and my link and everything and you and da-da-da. Or like for crafting ones, I might say, okay, craft something with a pool floaty. Craft something with the color orange. Craft something with, and it would be prompts to like get you going. Or I would say if it's a card one, I might say, like if it's a card challenge, I would say, okay, for this card, the challenging part of this is your base has to be yellow. And on the front of it, it has to have X amount elements. And I would say it has to have like maybe a beach ball, happy summer, a squirt gun. I mean, you give prompts like this and it gets people going onto, and then they can take it from there. They can add other things, but they have to have those elements that you can see. Like, say this was our challenge card, okay? For this, I might say, okay, your card base has to be black. There must be balloons visible. There has to be candles visible. There has to be a wreath visible. The words happy birthday have to be visible. And I would tell you certain things that have to be visible on your card someplace. And then you make it visible. Or I can see it. And then you take pictures of it and post it. Another challenge might be use an embossing folder. Doesn't matter what embossing folder, but it has to be an embossing folder and I have to be able to see it. Like I can show you on this one. I used an embossing folder actually. So on this one I got it to look kind of funny. I used my embossing folder on the white piece back here. And it's just a simple little dot and triangle embossing folder. I might say you have to use a cluster. Right there. You have to use ribbon. Right there. Simple little things like that just to get the mind going. I might say you have to use a stencil. Something simple. And it's things that you can do, but you can still add to what I'm giving you so that it's still your idea, your card, your coloring page, your whatever. But it gives you the idea to get started, and then you can add to it from there. Like one of the swaps that I did here a while back was we did a doily swap. And it wasn't crochet doilies. These are those little paper doilies. And I would say, okay, we're going to swap one silver, one orange, one white, because white's super easy to get. You can get it almost anywhere. And one pink. And you just send in those 4 doilies. And then I send you back 4 doilies. And these could be doilies that you cut out. They could be store-bought doilies. They could be ones that you colored with, say, alcohol inks or stamp pads or whatever. Another idea that we did, and we did this one, oh boy, we signed up and we had a heyday with this one. We did die cuts that we swapped. And what we would do is we would give a list of 10 die cuts that we were willing to make. And each person could sign up and say, okay, I want this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then when they signed up, you'd make their die cuts and you would send them off. And out of their list, you'd go, okay, I want this one, this one, this one, this one. And then they would send theirs back to you. And it was a fun way. It was a fun way of doing that too. And we also did what we called round robin swapping. Which, say we decided we were going to swap, I don't know which Prima dolls, but 3 Prima dolls, okay, that we punched out, or not punched out, stamped out. Jeez whiz. Can't talk today. English is not my strong suit. But we might stamp out 3, down the row, 3 Prima dolls. Now, we're not coloring these. These are just the stamped image, the black and white stamped image. And okay, 3, and 10 people sign up to that one. Okay, 3 to you, 3 to you, 3 to you, 3 to you, 3 to you. All the way to your 10 people. And then say they would have different ones than you have, and you want their ones. Then you would sign up under their list. And they would go, okay, here's yours, 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 yours. And then down the next line, the next person would say, okay, I want 3. And they get 3 down there. Oh, it's better. It's better. Yes. But we did round robins. We've done the I've never done the prompts. I'm excited to kind of try the prompts, I think I want to do card prompts, coloring prompts, and crafting prompts. And I think I might start those in June. That way they can just post a picture when they get it done. You don't have to send anything. Because I know postage just kind of ick. Marlene says, hey, hon. He was shaving his beard a bit. We have to go out tomorrow. It doesn't look all scraggly. Excuse me. But like the prompts, let me think what the one she did. There's a lady on Instagram. What? I can't think of her name right at the minute. But she did crafting prompts a couple months back. One of them was it had to have a squirrel. Trying to think of it. She only used 3 prompts. One was a squirrel. I want to say the other one was some sort of pine, either like a pine branch, a pine tree, some sort of pine. And then the third prompt, I think, was a cabin. Now it could be small, big, whatever, but it had to be a cabin. And some of the cards that she got, the pictures, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, there was ones people did them in summer. There was ones people did in winter. There was ones people did in fall. I mean, they were just, they were beautiful. Another lady did a Christmas prompt for scrapbook pages where instead of using like the normal colors of red and green and gold, like I know it was pink, aqua, and silver. Not gray, silver. And boy, some of the layouts, wow. I was just so blown away. In December when she did it, she let them use the red, green, and gold. But with that one, the challenge was you had to have either Santa or a Christmas tree. There was another lady that did one for, I think it was January. And hers was blue. The color scheme was any shade of blue, any shade of teal, and any shade of purple. And her element was snowflakes. Beautiful pages. Beautiful pages. It killed me. I was like, oh my God. But I didn't know enough about it to jump in at that point because I was like, okay, what do you mean? And then when I started seeing when people started posting their pictures, I was like, oh yes, okay, that's beautiful. And they weren't swapping. They were just doing the layouts and then taking pictures of it and sending them. And there's no shipping. So it was kind of neat to watch that. And then there's another lady who did with the crafting prompts. One of hers was, what was it? Wood ornaments, I think she said. So you could have those like wood ornaments like you get at Dollar Tree. And you could do them in any color. She didn't care what color. What was that one? It was something made with lace, but I don't remember what the something was. But it was Christmas themed. And then the third one she did, you had to make a Christmas colored necklace. It could be a kid's necklace, it could be an adult necklace, but it had to be a necklace. It had to be in Christmas colors. And she got some interesting stuff back too. Like the pictures and stuff, because they weren't trading, they were just, challenges. And the stuff was beautiful. Beautiful. And I sat here and I thought, oh my goodness. And the challenges are fun because you don't necessarily have to swap. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So with the challenge, all you really have to do is finish your item, take a picture, post the picture. So I think that might be a way to go for some people, because maybe some people can't do the postage right now. And I get that. When the swaps get too big, I have to bow out as well. So, I'm seriously thinking about it, especially for Polly's Pretties, because I know a lot of the folks in there are not, shall we say, wealthy. So they may not want to do the postage, or they may not be able to, depending on, what size their family is, what's going on with their family, they may not be able to. So I was thinking the challenges might be a fun way to get them involved so that they're still doing something, but they don't have to worry about shipping. So, but like I said, I'm thinking I'm going to do some challenges on Instagram. I may do some here on YouTube. And I'm thinking of Polly's Pretty's Facebook group. That way there's, all across the board. That way people can get involved. I'm trying to think of the one swap I did with David. It was me and him hosting it, but there was like, gosh, I think we had something like 64 people. What was that? I know it was a round robin something. Was it flowers? I don't remember now. Oh, I don't remember. Wow. But it was a round robin. It was here on YouTube, and you had to sign up in this one certain post, and then you had to give us your address. And we kept a master list. And then what happened was, like, say I would start it. And I would start with this one thing, and I would put it in this package, and then I would send it off to the next person. And the next person would put something in. And the next person would put something in. And the next person would put something in. And it wasn't just you put in, you put in, you put in. It was you put in, but you would also, when it was your turn, take out. So it was pretty neat. We had a lot of fun with it. Like I said, we got 64 different people to sign up for it. So it was pretty neat. So I might try to figure out what that was, go looking in my email. I think I might still have the emails and see about doing something like that again. Just, it's something small. It's nothing huge. You don't have to go and buy something new. And I think that's what too many people forgot is you don't have to buy new. You can use what you have. Now me, yeah, I might buy stamps and dies to try to build myself up a little bit because I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I have some, but I don't have a lot. Not comparatively speaking to what I see some folks have. And with Christmas and Halloween, like I said, those are my two favorite holidays. So obviously, I want to get some things for there. Plus, if I go swapping again or doing challenges again, I'm going to need a few things. Now I don't buy a ton because I can't afford a ton. Just being honest. But I think the stuff that I've been getting is kind of cute, and you can use it a lot of different ways. Just because a balloon is a balloon doesn't mean it's a balloon. Think about the shape of it. So I've really been, debating all this stuff, thinking about a lot of it. Well, I can't anymore. Like I found this paper pad. I got to tell you the story. It's so it just goes to show about today. Okay, I used to be able to go to Michael's and Joann's, and I would come home with 5 or 6 paper pads. Okay, now I didn't buy the most expensive thing out there. Okay, what I would do is look for the ones on sale, and I would get those. Okay, whether they were the most new or whether they weren't. Okay, and I've always been one of those people that I kind of look for the sale, right? I found this paper pad, and I don't even remember what it's called. It's something floral something. And it's supposed to be one of the new ones. It's real pretty, okay. But for 24 pages, they wanted over $30. And I'm like, just for paper? I don't think so. I mean, if it was $1 a page, maybe because they were printed and they had that gold, what do they call it? Gold, is it foiling? Something like that. But I couldn't justify spending $30 for 24 pages of scrapbook paper. I sat and I thought about it. How do you justify paying more money than paper in the book? You know? And I thought there's just no. That's a little crazy. And then I was looking at ribbon. Okay. And I'll be telling you the truth here. Well, I don't pay over $1 or $1.50 for the ribbons I get. Okay? I'm sorry. You want $3? There better be enough on there that I can wrap my house on it. If there ain't, you ain't getting $3 out of me. Especially when a spool of ribbon's like, nah, I don't think so, homie. So I haven't been buying because I'm like, no, I ain't paying this outlandish price. Well, then I happened to get real lucky. We went to the thrift store here a while back. Haven't been in a long time, and I really didn't plan on spending any money because I didn't figure I'd find anything. But I've bought yarn at the thrift store. I've bought scrapbook paper at the thrift store. I've bought cards that I like the front that I wanted to cut the front off of to use in scrapbooking. Stuff like that, right? And why not get it from a thrift store? They're getting rid of it. It's out there for people to buy. So I went to the thrift store and I found this one stamp. One stamp. And I thought for sure this stamp was going to be like $5, $6, right? Even at the thrift store, I thought it was going to be, because it was a wood stamp. And believe it or not, I paid 25 cents. 25 cents for a wooden stamp that was about that big. I brought that home. I brought that home. And I've been hitting yard sales looking. That's where I've got some of my Creative Memories paper from. I ain't buying Creative Memories off the stupid store site. No. That stuff's expensive. So the hubs and I hit yard sales. We hit thrift stores. We do garage sales. All that kind of stuff. Or I hit sales. Like say Joann's is having a 50% off sale. Then I'll go see what they have. Like if they don't have scrapbook stuff, I'm out of there.
Somebody said they went before.
Hey Chris, yeah, when you walked in.
No, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't watching.
But we do. We watch for sales and we do all the thrifting and stuff. Because stuff's just too expensive. Like, I mean, they were like, okay, these are from Amazon. Okay, these dyes and stuff I showed earlier. But watch Amazon even. You can get some stuff cheaper. I'm not kidding you. Now, is it as cheap as probably Temu? No, but we're also not waiting 2 weeks. I have not tried Temu yet. I've written and looked. And I've watched a lot of hauls. My thing is, I haven't seen people use the stuff they're hauling, which makes me weird, because I want to know it works. I can't go to Temu, spend $100, and things not work, because that's my $100 for an entire month. So I'm still kind of playing the back seats. I'm still looking. Like, I know that they have some beautiful dyes over there. Now I'm there's a couple dyes I'm really, yeah, and they're only like $1.20. If I can get a dye for $1.20, but I've been watching, and I've been watching David haul a lot. A lot of his is for the little doll houses.
Did you hear that?
For a Prima doll. Oh,
Did you hear
wow.
that?
What? No, what?
We're talking about Amazon. I was telling her
Uh-huh.
about on Amazon. I've seen you can buy a cereal sized bag of just the marshmallows from like Lucky Charms. She's like, I want a bag. So she wants a bag of just the marshmallows. You
That
sell
would be
giant
my
bags
boogie.
of them, just the marshmallows.
That would be Boogie. So funny. I have not got very many dyes for my Primas. I fussy cut them, as they call it. That's just what I learned to do. And some dolls don't have any dyes anyway. But I I got a deal here a while back on the Prima doll stamps. A bunch of them went on sale for like $3 and $4 for Prima. So I was on that. I was on that. Because every Prima doll stamp that I've ever bought or had bought for me was at least $10. So when they were like $4, I'm like, oh yeah. So I ran and grabbed all the ones I could for $4. I was like, yes. So I'm just like, give me that. Because I love my Primas. I do. I love my Gorgeous Girls too, but the Gorgeous Girls I can't always find. They're very here and there, hit and miss. And my Sherry Baldy ones, they don't carry anywhere but Sherry's site anymore, I guess. So, not too thrilled about that, because I love those. Those are my big mainstay ones. Let me see something here. I'm sitting here running my mouth, and I know that I've been saving I was saving up for a giveaway if I hit 500. I was going to do a junk journal for the 500, and then I started getting stuff for in case I hit 1,000. So one of the things I have is this Hero Arts poly stamp set. It's lemons. I was going to give it away when I hit 1,000. Of course, I got to get 500 first. And then I have this Simple Stories Say Cheese set. It's for Halloween, but it's got little sayings and it's got little images and different cute little stuff. And then I have this. It's a stamp and a die, but they're in separate baggies, but they go together. And this is what I mean by a Sherry Baldy doll. Let me see if I can get her to. Do I have something that? I need something clean. Aha. I see something right now. The back of this I know is white. Okay, there we go. Now maybe she'll show up a little better. That's a Sherry Baldy doll. And she comes with a little die to help to cut her out. But she's sitting on a little pumpkin and stuff. I used her on some tickets. Not this one. I have one just like it. But I have that. And then here was the pièce. How you say that? Pièce de résistance. That's it. I bought a Prima doll when they had them on sale. This one is Callie. And she was going to go in this too for the 1,000 giveaway. If I ever get past 500. I've been trying. Like I said, I've been here 3-4 years. Can't seem to get past that 500 mark. You know, and I would love to. Because I'd love to do the 500 giveaway, which is the 500. I still think I might do a junk journal. Give one of the junk journals that's done away. Not done like wrote in, but I mean done like made. And then send maybe, extra embellishments to place inside it. And then for the 1,000, I was going to do the stamps. And then big dreams, you know, if I ever made it to 1,500. Yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, I can't even seem to get to 500. So, but I'm trying. I'm trying everything I can think of. So it says I'm at like 490. What is it? 493, I think. Because I was up to 501, then it dropped back to 493. So I don't know. So if I can get up there and stay up there, I do want to do some giveaways, you know, at 500 at increments. I actually thought about doing, what was it? A coloring book giveaway for one of them. I mean, you know, I'd have to go on Amazon and figure out a coloring book that fit whatever time period we were in at that point, whether it was spring, summer, fall. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of giveaway ideas. I just got to reach the mark first because I'm not doing it if I don't reach the mark. And I don't understand, like, how do I have 493 when there's a person who's only been on YouTube for 2 weeks that has almost 400? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know how it works. And we're doing similar stuff, except that I do coloring too. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how the whole thing works. So, of course, I don't have fancy, like, writing on my channel and all that. I don't know how to do all that. No, I'm not that good. I'm not that fancy. But no, maybe it'll pop over. Maybe I just haven't hit the right groove yet or something. I don't know. But I'm trying to bring in new ideas. I'm trying to bring in new card making. I'm trying to bring in scrapbooking. I'm trying to bring in coloring. I'm trying to bring in, you know, everything I can possibly bring in to make the channel entertaining. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, and I don't want to be a channel that just does giveaways every like 5 people. I think that's kind of crazy. Plus, it costs money to do giveaways. It really does, because you have to buy the stuff. Then whoever wins it, you have to ship it. So it does cost money to do giveaways. I think people forget and think that they're free. I mean, they are to the person who wins, but they're not free to the person giving away the stuff. So it does take time to build up and get that right amount. So But I want to do that. I mean, I want to eventually hit those numbers and start giving away things. Um, I actually thought about trying to open, I guess they call them a Ko-Fi? I don't know how it works. So I don't know that that would do any good. People tell me all the time, open a Ko-Fi and let people donate if they want to. And I'm like, I don't know how that works. Is there a thing where they can overdraw your Ko-Fi or something, or charge back or something? And I don't want any of that. So I haven't done anything like that. And I know some people have Patreons on YouTube, but I don't know that there's anything that I make that I could give away monthly to make it worthwhile to have a Patreon. I mean, I've thought about those kind of things too, because sometimes that's how they boost their channel. And I don't know how I would go about things like that, or what I would actually put there that would be worth anything. So I know that I've got people starting to ask me to redo some of my older, like making the cupcake liner rosettes and stuff, because the taping of it was kind of poor at the time, because we were taping on my phone and you get this number going. Now it's more of a stationary setup, so I can actually tape better. So I think I may go back and try to retape some of my old videos and call them like revisiting the oldies or something. That way they'll have more centered, stationary viewing instead of bouncy crazy. And other than that, I don't know what else I can show. I mean, like my sewing and my crocheting are really hard to show on camera. The sewing, especially because my sewing machine takes up like too much room. And then the crocheting, even though it doesn't necessarily take up tons of room, it's really hard to show because you can't see the stitches and stuff. So I don't know how I do that. Plus, I'm not a fast crocheter or sewer. I'm actually kind of slow when it comes to that stuff. My junk journals, my goodness. I think I finally showed the finished products here a while back, and I don't know. I don't think I want to make any more until I know those two are gone. Because those were, some of them were pretty easy, some of them were not. The spines of them is definitely something to think about. Especially depending on how thick you make your junk journals. So, but I'm debating some things. Then I had a lady ask me if I would do an embellishment box swap on my Facebook. And I said, well, I used to do embellishment box swaps. I said, but those are a little bit pricey to send. I said, I've been trying to keep the price down for my members so that they're not, spending a fortune, to send stuff across. Because some of us are okay to send stuff, as long as it's kind of flat and we can just, get it in the mail with the drop of a hat, like. But then when you're talking about embellishment boxes, that's, you make it, you package it, you have to go to the post office, you have to weigh it, you know. So it's pretty detailed, and not everybody has the time or want to do that. It's just like somebody said something about wood signs, like getting it, do a challenge, get a wood sign from Dollar Tree and alter it. And I said, well, that's great, I said, but if you're talking about sending it, I said, do you know how much it costs to send one simple sign? I said, there's things people just don't want to do. So, just like I got asked if I was going to start shipping pocket letters again. I said, well, I don't really know. I said, because most pocket letters contain bulk. You're filling the back of the packet things with little embellishment pieces or little goodies for your partner. I said, and depending on how big you make it, depends on how easy it is to ship. I said, so I don't know. I said, and I've never seen a completely flat pocket letter. That's just something I have not seen. So, and then they asked about a sticker swap, and I said, well, a lot of people don't deal with stickers. I said, so I don't know that would be a good venture either. So, I mean, there's ideas coming. It's just things that I'm trying to keep low cost. That's it, I guess, to say. Low cost, so everybody can take part if they want to. That's why I was thinking about putting up some of the challenges. There's nothing to ship. You just make it at your house. You keep it, or if you want to give it away to somebody, you do. But it's just a challenge. I give you like a prompt or something, and then you go and you do it. And then you have X amount of time, obviously, to do it. Like if it's a 2-page scrapbook layout and I give you like 4 or 5 prompts, I'm obviously going to give you probably about a week or 2 to do that. Because not everybody has, all day to sit down and do it. If it's a card, I'll probably give you like 3 to 5 days, depending on how many prompts, Coloring prompts are usually month-long challenge type things. You pick 5 or 6 and then you open it for an entire month. So coloring challenges are very lengthy, just because you want to give people time to get their challenge page in. But I was thinking about it just to kind of try to get people involved. And I actually was starting to show odds and end people that I found different places, so you don't have to buy the books on Amazon if you don't want to. That you could actually go to like places like Etsy, and maybe there's a packet of 20 pages you want to download for $1.99. And there are shops like that. I actually ran across, what was it, yesterday? Yesterday or the day before. One of the two. I ran across a shop that had some really cute. Now, granted, they were grayscale. Not everybody likes grayscale. But they had one packet was 20 pages for $1.99. Another one was like 60 pages for, I think it was $3.99. And 60 pages is more than you get in most coloring books. So I was sitting there thinking about it because I was like, hey, and I got a printer sitting right back there. So as long as I don't kill the ink too fast. So. And then, of course, you can get digi stamps. You don't have to buy your stamps in physical form. You can get digi ones. Which, speaking of digis, I need to go look at that here later. And then there's a lady now. Well, there's two. There's I think it's Marjorie Ann Designs. I think it's the name of the one that does like paper pieces. You buy the kit from her, and then you can print it out however many times you want to print it out. It's a digital thing, and then you put it together whatever colors. Okay. Hello. Sorry, Brownie, come in. Hello there, sir. Uh, so there's Marjorie Ann, and then there's, what was the other one? Sugar? No, it's not Sugar. Something Bear Designs, I think. And they have some cute little images that are really cheap. And I was thinking about that to do on scrapbook layouts too, to help kind of stretch the budget. Like I said, I can't go buy the super expensive stuff. I can't. I mean, even my gems, like no crap. I'll be honest with you, even my box of gems up there that looks so full, I've been going through it and it's slowly not quite as full. And I buy those on sale too. I buy those on sale. I buy them on clearance. I don't think I've spent over $1 for any pack of gems I've ever had. I mean, yeah, there's ones out there I could probably spend $3, $4, $5, $6 on. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I just don't see the point in that. My puffy stickers I like to use, I've never spent over like $2 on them. Oh wow! See, now I used to do that, and people thought I was crazy, so I threw them all away. I used to have a bunch of Bratz from when my daughter was little, and she had all those Bratz coloring books. I would Xerox one of the pages, and I would sit here and take it apart. Okay, this is hair, this one's body, this one's a shirt, that one's a dress, and I would sit there and I would break it all down. And I would even color it. Like the next day, like I might color the pieces, like print them out in just white, and then just color them up and use them. People thought I was crazy. I had Ninja Turtles, I had Bratz, I had Lisa Frank, I had oh, who was that one? Genie something. Genie something. I forget what it was. Twin genies, genie sisters, something like that. It was something my kids liked. I don't know what it was. But I would take their coloring books and Xerox the page and then look at it. I mean, I did buy myself one. I think they call it. I think it's called like Scrap It or Piece It or something. And I bought it, and it was like $13 book. And I'm going to tell you, I wish I'd never bought the damn thing. I mean, yeah, there's cute designs in it, but I don't really think there was $13. You know. But I love doing that stuff, like the paper piecing. Some of it's the cutest stuff. I have one that I did for a friend of mine. I don't know if you'll know her. Her name was Kendra Ray. She had, or I'm not sure if she still has a YouTube channel. And it was a little teddy bear, and I made it on my Cricut. But it was a little teddy bear, and he was wearing a little black and white skeleton suit, carrying a little candy bucket. Now, he didn't have the skeleton face on. It was a teddy bear face, but he had the little outfit on from the neck down, and then he had the little orange candy bucket carrying it. And I made that and sent it to her here a good while back now. And she kept it, and she put it away in this one file of hers, so she wouldn't use it, and she wouldn't give it to anybody. And I used to have fun with it. I used to take Fun Foam, the kids' Fun Foam. You can get it at Walmart. That's what it was. You can get it at Walmart. You can get a pack like that thick, and it's like maybe $3. And you can get like pink and green and red and orange and all these weird colors. I used to take that, and I would take pictures that I liked, and I would trace them out on the Fun Foam with a pencil, just regular pencil. Okay, and then I would cut them out and make magnets out of them. I still have hot chocolate magnets that I made. That they're just little Fun Foam pieces, and then our names and letters. And then I had took for the marshmallows, the floating marshmallows, I had took some of my glittery pom-poms and used them, and then I put a magnet on the back and hung it on the fridge. I have butterflies I've done. I have an owl out of wood that I did. I bought the wood pieces and then colored it all up, and then put the magnet on the back and hung it up out there. I used to decorate clothespins. I have a 4th of July, which I'm hunting the heck for. 4th of July clothespin wreath that I did. It took me almost a month to pull all the clothespins apart, hand paint them, then put them back together, and then organize them on this wreath. Oh, it was something. I don't think I ever want to do another one. That was a lot of pain and a lot of time. Pain because the clothespins pinch. When you're taking them apart, they pinch you. When you're putting them back together, they pinch you. But yeah, I had so much fun doing those. And we used to get little Fun Foam kits for like little signs and stuff to put in bedrooms and things. And we used to make those. And I made tiny little luau kit, like a little picture that you put up. And I made little surfboards that I was going to give the kids to decorate at the luau that we were going to have here at the house. And we had bought little grass skirts and little like hula bras. And, I was going to tell the kids, come in your swim clothes, because we had the pool at the time. And so we have crazy things like that. From when my kids were little, like that's the kind of stuff we did. We would plan like little luau parties and little backyard barbecue parties, and just to get together just to have some fun. And I even was going to plan an Alice in Wonderland tea party for my daughter. Never got that far, but we were going to. And they used to have themed birthdays. My kids forever had themed birthdays. We did monster trucks for my son one time. We did princesses for my daughter. We did Ninja Turtles for my son. We did Wiggles for my daughter. Yeah, I was one of those weird parents, I guess, that just, I don't know. I tried to make life fun. Nowadays, I don't know what I'd do for them if I had to throw a party for them. Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I take that back. For my son, I would do gamer. I would have like game controllers and like this box stuff that looked like it was an Xbox and everything. And yeah, I would do that for him. For my daughter, I'd probably do something Harry Potter, because she still loves Harry Potter. She loves Harry Potter. So, as a matter of fact, I can tell you, hopefully she's not watching. Hopefully she's not watching. I just sent 3 Harry Potter die cuts to my partner for the die cut swap. When I went crazy about all those Harry Potter dies, so, and I have my Star Wars dies, and there were things that I went nuts for because I hadn't seen them, and it was something that we get into. So, oh, by the way, movie reviews. Okay, so we watched. Let me think of what it was called. The first one. What was that one? Let me go through these other ones, or maybe I'll come back and remember it. We watched John Wick 4. Amazing. Hate the ending though, but I loved the movie. Definitely worth watching. We watched Avatar: The Way of the Water. Very good movie. Keep tissues handy. We watched the Super Mario Brothers movie. I thought I would hate it. Okay, I really was just, but I loved it. Oh, it was so cute, so amazing, so great. They did a really good job. What was that other one? Dad nabbit. Oh, the new Dungeons and Dragons. That was the other one. The new Dungeons and Dragons. Can't remember what the name of it is, but it has Michelle Rodriguez in it. Excellent, excellent. 10 million thumbs up. Yes, I loved it. It was brilliant. It was wonderful. It was very, very, very good done. Very, very well done. Yes. So we've watched those 4 movies, and I've enjoyed them thoroughly. The weekend with Mom was great. We had a good time. Tried to make sure we had different meals for her every night, stuff that I knew she could go ahead and eat. And she loved, we took cucumbers and sliced them into thin slices in the round circle pieces, and then we covered them with French dressing instead of Italian, since Italian's really greasy. And I tell you, she loved them. We loved them. Everybody loved them. They were a big hit. Something so simple, something so simple. And it's also good for people who are on a diet. We did that, and we had burgers one night, and we had pierogies and kibasi one night with peppers and onions over them. That was Mother's Day dinner. And then I made a poke cake. It was a yellow cake, and then on top I used cheesecake pudding, and you poke the holes in it and dump the cheesecake pudding down into it, and then put some of it on top like an icing. It went fast. There's none of that cake left. None. There's not even a sniff. But we really had a really good time. She got her Mother's Day card that was handmade by me. Very different design this time. So she was really happy with that, and just, had a really relaxing time. And of course, Brownie tried to eat her up because he loves his Mimi. Of course, it doesn't help that she spoils the tar out of him. So, did you love your Mimi, huh? Yes, you do. Do you love your Mimi? And then we got to see my nephew Alex, also on Mother's Day. He come in, him and his girlfriend Des. I'm going to shorten her name because I'm never going to remember how to say her full name. But we had a lovely visit with them. And it was good to see them because we haven't seen them since Christmas. We haven't seen Alex since Christmas. We haven't seen Des since before that. So that was fun. We had a really good time doing that. And just, taking life as we can. Like I said, tomorrow is one of those days you have to go out and get stuck. I have to go out and let them stick me in the arm. But it keeps me healthier, so I'll take it. A possible 1 hour outing to keep me healthier for 3 months. So I'll take it. 1 hour's worth 3 months. So it'll depend on how either hyped up and energy full I am, or how tired and just wore out I am, as to if I do a video. I've been trying to do one. I know I missed yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday. I was just so tired and so just could not. Did I do anything at all yesterday other than cook? I don't really remember. I know I was tired. So, oh, pardon me. Usually by our 9:30, 10 o'clock bedtime, the past 2 weeks, I've definitely been ready. So, but I do think I want to start a card series. I'm thinking about it anyway. I'm not the greatest card maker, but I think I want to start a card series on my channel. Just make random cards that I've never made. Try it out. If I fail, I fail, and if I don't, then hey, good, I learned something new. But I'm thinking about that. It's something that it would be a series. I would do it for so long. That way, it gives me a chance to replenish ideas too. And I know I want to do my summer series where I do like a week of this or a week of that or a week of something else. I'm debating, and I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. My brain is still calculating. I think I want to do a Mary Poppins week. I don't know. Mary Poppins was a big thing when I was growing up. And when my daughter and son were growing up, they both loved Mary Poppins and they loved like Nanny McPhee. So I'm really contemplating how I want to do that. Because I don't want to just do scrapbook layouts. I mean, that they're cute and all like that, but you got to have something more for a week, you know. So I'm debating. I'm thinking on it. Because somebody said do a like a gift box and put Mary Poppins on it, or do like a mini album and do like Mary Poppins theme through the mini album. But I don't know. Have to see. Mr. Wiggles de Bum, what you doing? What you doing back here? Shh. I hear you. So anywho, but yeah, I've got ideas brewing. They're just not all the way to fruition. I know I want to do an Alice in Wonderland week. I'm vibing a few things for Alice in Wonderland. So I don't know if I bought that or not. I'll have to go looking. I'll have to dig in my cupboard. And then of course Halloween I definitely want to do some things, and Christmas I definitely want to do some things. Obviously those two holidays. By the way, since you're part of Polly's Pretties, if there's an idea you see that you think you might want to do, or you might want to try, or you might want to have me do as a challenge, please let me know. I am actually open to suggestions, because sometimes just my brain alone can't carry us all. It just can't. Like I have some ideas, but I don't have a lot, so I'm always welcome to ideas there. And like I said, there's coloring, there's scrapbooking, there's card making, there's jewelry making, there's crafts, all kinds of it. We can mix and match, and I think I might do that this year. I think I know what one of my Halloween challenges might be. If I can find them at Dollar Tree, if I can get to Dollar Tree, or maybe I'll send the hubby. But I have to see if he can find them. But yeah, and I'm trying to come up with some DIYs for Alice in Wonderland, as well as Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is a lot harder than I thought she would be. I gotta say that. Scrapbooking would be easy with her. Other crafts and stuff are a little harder. So I may go digging and looking for ideas. But I definitely think I want to pull Alice in Wonderland and Mary Poppins and Peter Pan. I think those are my three that I definitely am going to want to try to do something with. other than just scrapbooking. So, well, anyway, though, it's 8:10. I should probably whoosh up. And I will show these pictures one more time, this layout, because I'm really proud of this one. I mean, I'm proud of the other one too, but I'm really, really proud of this one. I don't know. I guess maybe it's the colors. I don't know. So here's the first page. Whoops, I get it up right. And then here is our second page to that. I think those turned out so good with those embellishments. I really, really am loving that. And I like how they are completely different, but they work for the whole theme. I think I want to try doing that in Polly's Pretties too. Maybe we'll send out like 4 embellishments, and they can be 4 of a theme, but different. They don't all be the same. I think that'd be interesting. Wonder what I could come up with. Anyway, I will probably go think on that. And there's been still a few people trying to ask me if I would do a Discord, so where it's more of a live chat. And put like a crafting, coloring group together there. I said, well, I've thought about it. I said, the thing is, while yes, you can go live there, same like you would here on YouTube, and you can talk back and forth because you can both be on air. The difference is, I don't know how many people would want to do a Discord account, because you do have to have an account. Even though it's free, Discord's free. But it's just one of those things that means somebody has to download something, they have to make an account, da 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 da. And I don't know how many people would want to do that in a crafty color universe. So, but anywho, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up and cleaning up because I do have some things out. I hope everyone has a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night and an even better Thursday. Thank you for spending some of your evening with me. I appreciate it greatly. I really do. Thank you. And please remember, you are beautiful. You are amazing. You are loved. Anyone says different, they're wrong. Please pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Be kind. Kind word might make someone's day a whole lot better. I love you bunches, Marlene. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I appreciate it so very much. I really do. I'm telling you, you're my go-to lady. You are. But please, please be kind out there. Everybody's going through something. A kind word could make their day so much better. Stay safe. The world's crazy enough. Let's not add to the crazy. Let's help calm it back down. Until next time, thank you, thank you, thank you again for being here. I love you all. Yes, ma'am, I hear you. I will make sure I give notice. I love you, Marlene. Good night, hon.